What happened to Suzanne Morphew? That's a question that has been echoing in the minds of many since Mother's Day, 2020. On this day, Suzanne Morphew, a beloved mother and wife, simply vanished without a trace near her home in the quaint town of Maysville, Colorado. The news of her disappearance sent shockwaves through the community. It was like a chilling breeze had swept over their tranquil life, leaving behind a haunting silence and a mystery that would soon captivate the nation. Local authorities sprang into action immediately, with community members joining hands to search for Suzanne. Every nook and cranny, every trail and pathway was scoured in the hope of finding some clue, some sign of her whereabouts. Yet despite their fervent efforts, Suzanne Morphew remained missing. As days turned into weeks and weeks into months, Suzanne was nowhere to be found. The loving mother and wife, who had once filled her home with warmth and laughter, had vanished into thin air. But where was Suzanne? This question haunted everyone as the police began their investigation. The air was thick with uncertainty and fear. Every tick of the clock was a reminder of the time Suzanne Morphew had been missing. Despite the efforts of law enforcement and the community, the initial stages of the investigation yielded little more than frustration. In the quiet town of Maysville, Colorado, the absence of Suzanne was deeply felt. Her loved ones grappled with the harsh reality of not knowing where she was or what had happened to her. The police, under the mounting pressure, left no stone unturned, canvassing every inch of the area, speaking with everyone Suzanne knew, following every lead, no matter how small. Yet the answers they sought remained elusive. The investigation took a turn when Suzanne's bike was found in a remote area. Its discovery was a chilling indicator that something was amiss. There was no sign of struggle, no indication of where Suzanne could be, but it was a tangible link to her, a beacon in the fog of uncertainty that shrouded the investigation. Along with the bike, personal items belonging to Suzanne were found scattered nearby, adding to the growing concern for her safety. This discovery was a major breakthrough, a significant piece of the puzzle. It gave investigators a direction, a starting point to build upon. Yet it also highlighted the magnitude of the task at hand. The area where the bike was found was remote, rugged, and vast. It was like searching for a needle in a haystack. As the days turned into weeks, the frustration amongst Suzanne's loved ones grew. Her absence was not just a void, it was a wound that seemed to deepen with each passing day. The discovery of Suzanne's bike and personal items were tangible reminders of her, but they also served as bitter symbols of the mystery that surrounded her disappearance. Yet, even with these clues, Suzanne remained missing, and the mystery deepened. The question that haunted everyone in the beginning of the investigation remained unanswered. Where was Suzanne? In a shocking twist, the gaze of suspicion fell upon someone close to Suzanne. The person under this shroud of doubt was none other than her husband, Barry Morphew. As the investigation progressed, the actions and statements of Barry began to raise more questions than answers. Barry Morphew, a landscaper by profession, was the last person to see Suzanne alive. His alibi, however, was riddled with inconsistencies. He claimed to have been away on a work trip the day Suzanne vanished. Yet no solid evidence could corroborate this. His supposed hotel room showed no signs of occupancy, and his co-workers claimed he was not present at the job site. Barry's behavior following Suzanne's disappearance was also unusually detached. While friends, neighbors, and family rallied to search for Suzanne, Barry seemed more interested in selling their family home and assets. Furthermore, his lack of emotional distress was striking, almost as if he was certain Suzanne would not be returning. But what truly turned the tide against Barry Morphew was the discovery of a tranquilizer dart cap on their property. This small piece of evidence, coupled with the fact that Barry had access to such tools due to his landscaping work, painted a grim picture. In May of 2021, almost a year after Suzanne's disappearance, Barry Morphew was charged with first-degree murder, tampering with evidence, and attempting to influence a public servant. The charges were severe, but they were based purely on circumstantial evidence. Suzanne's body had not been found, and there was no concrete proof linking Barry to her presumed murder, yet the authorities believed they had their man. The discrepancies in Barry's alibi, his peculiar behavior after Suzanne's disappearance, and the circumstantial evidence all pointed towards him. Even without a body, the circumstantial evidence against Barry Morphew was compelling. And as the case moved towards trial, the world watched, captivated by the unfolding drama of a seemingly perfect family torn apart by a chilling mystery. Now, Barry Morphew stands accused of his wife's murder. As we delve into the ongoing trial, we find a courtroom filled with tension, the air thick with anticipation. Each day brings new revelations, testimonies that paint a picture, yet leave us with more questions than answers. The prosecution presents a case built around circumstantial evidence and suspicious behavior. They cast a spotlight on Barry's inconsistent alibis, his refusal to cooperate with the police in the early stages of the investigation, and his unexplained possession of a tranquilizer dart cap, a tool they suggest could have been used in Suzanne's disappearance. On the other side, the defense argues that without a body, there can be no murder. They challenge the prosecution's narrative, pointing out the lack of concrete evidence linking Barry to Suzanne's disappearance. They argue that he was a loving husband, a distraught man caught in a tragic situation. The trial is a spectacle, a morbid theater that has captivated the public and media alike. The story of Suzanne Morphew's disappearance has become a national obsession, fueling countless news reports, social media posts, and late-night discussions. Yet amidst this frenzy, the search for Suzanne's body continues. Search parties comb through miles of rugged Colorado terrain, looking for any clue that might bring closure to this heartbreaking case. Every new lead, every potential breakthrough is met with a mix of hope and dread, a testament to the enduring human spirit. In the face of such adversity, we are reminded of Suzanne Morphew, a mother, a friend, a woman whose life was cut tragically short. Her story, now intertwined with the legal proceedings, serves as a stark reminder of the grim reality many women face, and the urgent need for justice. As we continue to delve into this complex narrative, we are left to ponder the chilling reality of this case. We are left to wonder, to speculate, and to hope for resolution. As we continue to search for answers, the question remains: what really happened to Suzanne Morphew?